Asteroid Shaman definitely feels like one of the best decks in the game after the latest patch, so in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about the deck, talk about the mulligans, win rates, as well as some general tips so you know how to play with, as well as what to expect from this top tier deck. So if you're serious about Hearthstone and like what I'm doing, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to get time for some Hearthstone coaching, and I'll do my best to help you hit easy legends. Now let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the variant we used on the last coaching session, and it did run pretty smoothly most of the time. And the main idea with this deck is in the early turns you want to be shuffling a bunch of asteroids and eruptions with the help of Incendious. And when it's time to pop off, you want to be placing a bunch of spell damage on the board and then start drawing like mad, hopefully getting a bunch of the eruptions and the asteroids going face. The deck definitely is not too hard to pilot decently well, but you can do some misplays with it, so let's go through the deck so you have a better idea of what you should and should not be doing with it. We have a couple of Miracle Salesmen, which are literally your only one-drops you could be feeling too happy about playing on turn 1. Pop-Up Book is also an okay thing to be playing on turn 1, but it's something you kind of want to be using as removal as well as protection for your face, and it's also a pretty cheap spell burst activator for you, so you could be using it for your Bowlight, let's say. Novice Zapper, honestly, you could even find yourself tempoing this guy out on turn 1 against things like Aggro Demon Hunters, against Slow Druids, that kind of deal, but in most cases it's something you want to be playing on the turns where you want to be doing either a big removal with Malted Magma, or on your basically OTK turn when you're trying to get all of those asteroids and eruptions out your deck, because indeed spell damage does affect them. We have a single copy of Blood Mage Talnos. Some people do change this card for other things. We could see some similar variants with the Murloc Grofins, and yeah, those are instead the Talnos and Ceaseless Expanse, but you can see that the deck win rate for that variant is a lot lower. This one is around 58 with similar or bigger sample size. So this variant seems to be superior. He's also a nice spell damage minion for you, but also card draw, so tempoing this guy on turn 2 is not the worst idea in the world. We also have a couple of Cactus Cutters. Usually you want to be using this guy so you can actually fish out some asteroids, but if you haven't shuffled any asteroids yet, he's also not the worst thing in the world to play around turn 4 usually would be best, because that ensures you're going to be getting all of your playable spells, but honestly you're not gonna play Triangulate just to activate this guy. You could actually waste the Malted Magma just to get yourself a 3-4, especially if it's actually clearing some stuff, but it's definitely not essential for you to trigger this guy. Like I said, he is more often than not actually used to fish out eruptions and asteroids later. Couple of Greedy Partners in here feel pretty nice because your deck has so many 2-drops, like I think you have 13. Yeah, it's 13 2-drops in here, so activating this thing is usually always happening. And getting yourself coins will help you play Shutter Block a lot sooner, and it's also a great way for you to activate Spell Burst like Bowlight Behemoth, as well as your Ethereal Oracle, so there's that too. A couple of Malted Magmas feel pretty nice here, because you will want to be having a decently clear board, and it's also a pretty good way for you to actually clear some big boards from the opponent with a bunch of spell damage. So if you have like a couple of zappers on turn 6, you could be doing 4 damage AoE that way, and it's all around pretty flexible. We also have a couple of Moonstone Maulers, one of your Asteroid Shufflers, definitely pretty good on curve on turn 2, but you can also use him with the Shutter Block. He's also an okay thing to be using. Obviously the Bowlight and Incendious are much better, but in certain cases you can just drop this guy, because he's also pretty decent, like shuffling a bunch of extra asteroids. In the end of the day, why not? A couple of Needle Rock Totems on curve are usually pretty nice for you, so you have some armor gain, card draw, and something the opponent needs to target, so they don't go for your face as much. So it's a pretty good thing for you to be doing on tempo, and it's also an okay thing to be doing later, when you actually want to be popping off with a bunch of asteroids and eruptions, but usually you want to be using this for cycle more than anything. Triangulates are pretty nice in here. Obviously you are going to want to target either eruptions or asteroids, depending on what the matchup is. Like if you're expecting a lot of boards out of the opponent, eruptions would be better. If you're expecting not so wide boards from the opponent, asteroids usually are better. And don't forget, if you're actually against a plague deck, you might actually see all 3 of the plagues instead if you're giga unlucky. That never happened to me, but it is definitely a possibility, and not a guarantee you're gonna get either asteroids or eruptions, especially if you have a bunch of your other spells, so it is a little bit tricky, but usually it works out. Couple of Ethereal Oracles, as OP as ever, and this is probably the best deck that runs these, maybe one of the best, like Rogue was definitely the best. And it's still pretty strong in skilled hands, but this is, from Diamond to Legend, this is probably the best deck for Ethereal Oracle. It's still super strong, the spell burst is amazing, the draw 2 spells can give you the eruptions or the asteroids. It can also draw you plagues if you have those in there. It could even draw you Miracle Salesman crap, so that's not going to be too great, but keep in mind that when you draw things like plagues, eruptions, and asteroids, those are going to be the draw spell part, so after that resolves, you are able to actually draw other minions and such, so it's not only going to be drawing you your asteroids and other stuff, but it's also going to be drawing some minions potentially. And usually you want to be saving at least one of these for when you actually try to pop off, because it's such an efficient minion, giving you tons of card draw and spell damage to boot. So the first one, yeah, use it to thin out the deck and cycle through, but the second one is usually a great way for you to actually close the game. Obviously, don't hold back with it too much, because the opponent is not going to be waiting around for you to dilly-dally. Couple of Ultraviolet Breakers, decent removal for the boards, and also shuffling you 3 extra asteroids ain't no joke. It's usually great to use it as removal, but if the board is empty, you're still probably fine just tempoing him out if you don't have anything much better to do. He's also not a bad thing to be tripling up through the help of Shutterblock. Because being able to deal for 9 damage that way on big minion, especially if you're expecting one, could be the difference between winning and losing a game. So be smart about how you utilize this one. The Bolide Behemoth, amazing for you to be getting those extra damages on your asteroids. You can't shuffle extra asteroids with this guy, it's only going to be free if you trip it up at a Shutterblock, but getting +3 damage on your asteroids would be amazing. Magatha, she is going to be drawing out eruptions and asteroids, but she's not going to be giving them to the opponent because they instantly resolve. So that can be a pretty cool way to also OTK the opponent. It's another excellent card you could be using for the turn where you're planning on killing the opponent, like a couple of Novice Zappers plus Magatha usually means GG if you have it set up correctly. She's not something you want to be playing on tempo, obviously, because you do have plenty of spells in your deck, and you're not going to be super happy giving the opponent both your triangulates or something like that, so don't tempo her out too much. She is usually a finisher kind of card, not so much fuel refresher for you, even though in some games it might end up being that way as well. Galganeth makes any Shaman deck a lot better, so if you're trying to run the deck without it, you can, but getting that 3 damage AoE and 6 healing is definitely very beneficial for you. You don't have any overload cards, and the deal 20 damage is not that bad, but usually you want to be doing the 3 damage AoE plus healing, and also don't forget you could be abusing the discount this guy gives, so you could even do a 4 damage AoE that way with the Molten Magma, as long as you have not coined this guy out, in which case the coin would have been your first spell that turn, and the effect will not take place. Incendius is maybe your best minion you could be Shutterblocking on. It's a close battle between the Bolide, like I said, but getting 15 eruptions in your deck that are going to be dealing 2 damage minimum. In some cases, this guy actually sticks around for quite a while because the opponent's concentrated on your face instead of this. It could be quite the problematic card for the opponent. And again, all of those eruptions could be even more damage with things like zappers and such, so could be super strong that way. He definitely is a very solid game plan for you, and with his help you could do obscene amounts of damage, like if you get the eruptions first and then the asteroids start blasting, that's basically guaranteeing everything is going to be going face, so that can be indeed be the better thing to be tripling up. Shutterblock, a lot of people are thinking that this guy could get stacked. Like, if you play this guy and then the mini, no, you're not gonna get 3 times battle cries. It literally says your next battle cry triggers 3 times. For it to work the way some people think it would, it has to say 3 more times. So this literally is 3 times. You can't stack it or anything like that. It's just the way the card is, and like I said, the best use case scenario would be turn 5 Shutterblock, turn 6 Incendius, turn 7 Bolide into Spellburst after you've played the mini, and that would be absolutely massive for you that way. And lastly, we have Ceaseless Expanse, which is another great way for you to actually ensure the board is empty. Like, if you didn't get your Incendius and the opponent still played a bunch of stuff on the board, you could actually play 0 mana Ceaseless and then do something like Ethereal Oracle, Novice Zapper, Triangulate, and start blasting with all of those asteroids, which are going to be going face, so that can be a very, very nice way for you to close out games. This deck has obscene amount of damage, like you can literally do above 100 damage easy with this one if you set it up decently well. But you gotta be smart, depending on different matchups, you're gonna wanna go fast, or you're gonna go greedy and slow. Like if you're against Armor Warlock, for instance, you cannot just try to tempo them out. Obviously, they are gonna have time to build up a bunch of armor idiots on the board, so that game plan is not gonna work out. So in that case, it would be integral for you to get your Shutter Block, your Incendius, your Bowlight, that kind of deal, so you can really maximize. But against faster matchups like Demon Hunters, like Pirate Shamans, which are still actually alive on ladder, in those cases, you don't have time for Shutter Block. You want to be blasting as fast as you can. And the opponent does not have that much access to healing or anything like that, so usually that would be your winning play. So definitely choose your game plan accordingly. Matchup-wise, here's what the stats are showing. Things like Taurus Pally are not going to be your friend, and yeah, I can definitely see that. But everything else popular on ladder right now should be at least 50-50 or much better for you. As for From Diamond to Legend, here's what the stats show. Some of the Death Knights are not going to be your friend. Plague Death Knights are really not that big of an issue as long as they don't get like literally all of their plagues till turn 5 in you. As you can see, Dungar was a little bit on the iffy side. Aggro Demon Hunter apparently is not a great matchup, and neither is Grunter Hunter, seems like. Even though against Grunter Hunter, I think you could be smart about that matchup and actually do close out the game before they do some bullshit against you. All of the paladins are not going to be great for you, however, but everything else is pretty green. As for the mulligans, here's what people were holding on to when going first. You want to always keep a Miracle Salesman, your Asteroid Idiots, your Greedy Partners, great, the Needle Rock Totem. Pop-up book, I wouldn't hold on to most matchups, but it's not the worst thing in the world to top deck on turn 1, but holding on to it is usually not the brightest idea going first. Cactus Cutter is an okay thing to hold on to. I'd only hold on to it if I have a greedy partner already, honestly, though. The Bowlight is amazing, and depending on the matchup, like if you are against a slow Warlock, slow Warrior, Shutter Block definitely is gonna make sense, and so is Incendius. But try to be somewhat curving into those at least, unless you really expect a super slow matchup. As for on the coin, again, you want to get all the Asteroid cards. And everything else looks pretty much similar. I'd say Shutter Block and Incendius are even better here. So yeah, mulligan accordingly. All around, that's it for the deck. Not super expensive, not super cheap. The legendaries in here are pretty good, so you're not going to be too sad crafting either of them. I mean, Galganeth obviously is rotating soon, so if you didn't get him by now, probably not so amazing for you to craft it. Magatha is replaceable, but she is from a mini set, so you could just get that one for 2,000 gold, it's always worth. And the other legendaries are pretty good. I do believe that this deck will be getting nerfed on the next wave next year. Ethereal Oracle surely is gonna get slapped next time. And some of the other cards might also get toned down, but until then, you can definitely be abusing this thing on ladder. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and now let's check out some of the games on the last coaching session with it to 11x Legend. Hope you enjoy. The rest of her snacks from last time Roki gave her some good old snackies.
I will remind you.
Oh, for sure. Alrighty
Okay.
then. Against the Warlock.
Stone?
Yeah, I think it's just the Mauler. The Mauler ought to do it. If you're against something like a Druid or Demon Hunter, heck, even the Zapper could be a consideration just for the sheer tempo of it. But going second, probably not so much. Alrighty, this guy's probably some of that armor bullshit. He's gonna give us enough time to do stuff. What do you think you want to do here?
Greedy partner, coin the greedy partner, then get back the coin. Or
it's either that or the Needle Rock, honestly, and I feel like the Needle Rock is probably gonna be a bit better for us. So yeah, let's coin out the Needle Rock right now.
Okay.
You could make an argument that Needle Rock is better for you when you actually have some asteroids in there, but we gotta reach the asteroids somehow. We have bigger, better ways of drawing tons of cards later, so might as well do this thing for now.
Okay.
Okay.
partner.
Is it gonna be too bad if we have 2 Needle Rocks on the board? I feel like he's gonna be happy to waste a big removal on both of those, so I think a Greedy Partner is probably the better way.
Yeah, greedy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, facts, Mo. How's it going? How's it going? Alright,
Yes.
definitely feels nice not having to worry about viewership dropping below 75, because God knows it has been dropping lately. I'd blame the game more than anything else, though. Okay. What do you want to do here?
This one is for the behemoth, is for next turn.
Yeah, it probably would be better to wait a turn just so he doesn't... He's not supposed to have a great way to clear it right now, but who knows. This guy's also pretty bad, like why the fuck did he equip weapon on turn 1 just to be remaining on full health, basically? But, I think the 2-mana Moonstone is fine-ish. It's not amazing, but we're not against tempoing out a little here. So yeah, whip it out, go face. Nowadays, the Warlocks are pretty clunky to position against, because put shit in the far left, far right, they kill it with Domino. Put shit in the middle, they freeze it with the 1-mana, so there's no right answers nowadays against these guys. That's about it.
I had Domino in mind, but
Yeah. Okay. He sets up some Death Rattle shenanigans. Next turn, we are expecting him to be doing some, what's it called? 2-mana Buccaneer into 1-mana Arcanite Crystal. What do you want to do?
I must ponder.
I was on the behemoth coin.
Yeah, I think that's the right call as well. Let's go ahead and Behemoth, coin out, and it's not amazing to use the pop-up book on this, but might as well spend the mana, you know? Because we might have some hand size issues with all the card draw you are actually possessing. And face it up. Alrighty then. Okay, there's that freeze we were talking about. Couldn't have done much there. That's a lot of card draw. Didn't he burn? Nope. Just shy off. Hey, how's it going, DJ? Welcome, welcome. Okay, this guy is having a rough time. If he has to play that like that, that's pretty fucky for him. The fuckier thing is you actually don't have an answer to it. But
Just magma.
Actually, we do
Double
have the
magma.
answer. Ultraviolet Breaker plus a single malted magma is fine enough. You definitely want to be killing this thing so he doesn't have a way to get extra value out of it. So yeah, Ultraviolet plus malted magma and he should be pretty sad. We could have rolled the dice with the free mana Ethereal into a magma, and a single asteroid would have dealt with that, but no need to roll the dice if you ask me.
No.
We're not gambling men. Sure. Couldn't care less. Ooh, Magata in the hoose. Really wish we had a little bit more stacked asteroid shenanigans already lined up. What do you want to do here?
Mm. Greedy partner and some.
And who?
The rock. Greedy
I
partner.
think we'd rather still drop the ethereal here. You need to draw out your bunch of your deck, triangulates and shit, so ethereal, greedy partner, and coin. See what that do.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you dodged all the... What's their faces? That's kind of funny.
Totem? Or we want to use Agatha, then something else.
Play the totem fine. I don't know, it's not great, but it's acceptable, I guess. Okay, Cactus Cutter helps you with the card draw. Would have loved seeing Shutter Block, Bowlight Behemoth, that kind of stuff. Okay, this guy is running indeed the Freeze Death Rattle one, but it is slightly different from the one I played. His does not have the files, I do believe, which doesn't matter much for us, but good to know. Okay, this guy's playing the deck horribly. No wonder this deck has such bad win rate. Like, what the fuck, bro? Okay.
Cactus?
The Cactus is most probably gonna draw you an Asteroid, so you're not really too happy doing it like that.
Perplexing.
Let's go 3 mana Ethereal again, plus... Actually, Malted Magma first? Or... God damn it, I'm indecisive. Play Telnos.
Thanos? Yeah.
How stupid.
Okay, now.
3 mana Ethereal Malted Magma. Don't feel too great about it, though.
Arcane magic.
Okay, go fast with the 2-3. That's about it. I don't know, I'm not too happy with the way we did this. Would have been a bit smarter not to use Telnos maybe, but I don't know, kinda weird. Shutter Block, deep at the bottom, any 11 real cards left in the deck. Gonna have to fish him out one way or another. You still have one more Triangulate in there. You could actually burn a top deck for this guy that way. I doubt he's gonna go for a wheel against us. Really can't afford to.
Nothing gets past my hounds.
It's a lot of card draw. Should have 1 mana deal 3 damage AoE. Table flip or whatever. There it is.
Weird.
Okay. That is a valid play for him. That's a lot of card draw too. Stop it, you stupid asteroids. Okay, at least it knows the place. Mostly. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, that was not great for us. You don't want to get your asteroids like this on a board like this. This guy's almost dead. Almost. Might even be dead. Next turn he could go for Sir Garrus. Let's go 3 mana Ultraviolet Breaker on the 2-1.
None can comprehend the expanse of my power.
A 0 mana Ceaseless Expanse. 1 mana Novice Zapper. 2-mana triangulate for asteroids, and that should be GG. It wasn't, but the cactus cutter surely is. Actually, wait. Isn't pop-up guaranteed lethal? Okay. Figured it out. It wasn't guaranteed lethal, by the way. But I guess he couldn't handle us much. Yeah, I'm still kinda green on this deck. Trying to figure it out myself in most cases, but
Yeah.
it's not rocket science. You gotta know how much you need to maximize on the things. Against this guy, if he played it well, we might have needed to maximize more than the way we did. But him just tempoing out a couple of Arcanites, that was pretty bonehead move for him. Like, I doubt he could not maximize on it a little bit more now, could he? Odin with the flex. Here you go, broceps. Why am I out of frame? This flex is getting smaller and smaller, guys. Fuck. I did schedule my hernia operation for the 20th of January. Which, now that I think about it, is just before the new fucking mini set, so probably not the smartest business move, but we'll see, we'll see. Against the Death Knight, I think we're fine against those.
Shutterblock.
Yeah, we do get him. I wonder if we actually hold on to him against the Death Knight. He could turn out to be slow. Going
But
first,
we are first,
he's
yeah.
somewhat above in the upper half. I think we can keep the hand. Let's try keeping.
Okay.
We don't have too much 1-drops to hope for anyway, so yeah, there's your 2-drop. Hospital stream, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. Alrighty then. I definitely prefer the greedy partner over here. We'll be able to get Shutter Block in a timely fashion. You have a lot of things to battle cry on. The best one would be the Ultraviolet Breaker in most cases, and Syndius is also not the worst though. I mean, the Bolide Behemoth is the best one.
Yeah. So.
I'm down to use the free mana guy, just to kill off one silver hand like that. And you can poke him in the face, he's probably gonna make some trades himself. Ursula? What is that even?
You could use a stream.
That's fine. Another greedy partner, you say? That's kind of hot.
Let's use it.
Yeah, but what else are we gonna use? It's kind of clunky because the Moonstone is something you could use the Shutter Block for. Obviously, the Breaker would be a lot better, but the
We don't have
why do I kill? It's the Bolide Behemoth is what I'm trying to say. Let's go with the 2-mana Cactus Cutter. See what that do. I'd still go with the Greedy. But should we coin out a pop-up book? Because you can still coin out Shutter Block next turn anyway. I think I'm down to coin out the pop-up into the free one. Gonna give you a free 4, a couple of Taunty Boys. This thing gets removed. I'd rather keep the Ethereal to start drawing the bigger asteroids later after Shutter Block. We're not gonna need to maximize too much against this guy, so I kinda wanna hold on to the Ethereal for after that, you know? Problem is, if we coin out the Shutter Block for next turn, you're not gonna have a cheap way to actually combo the Ethereal afterwards. Ooh, there's the Bolide though.
Yeah.
But he does require some spell action himself to be worth. And we should not have used the coin last turn, especially with the 1 mana. Like, both of those were great spell bursts for you. Fudge. I'm down just a 2-mana Moonstone hero power here.
Okay.
Yeah, Moonstone hero power. The 2/3 can kill the middle 2/2, I'd say. The 3/4 can go face.
Middle 2/2. And the 3/4 goes face.
Yeah. This way, next turn you can Shutter Block, and turn after you can Bowlight coin. You can Bowlight Ethereal and then coin.
Good.
Him having all of these tokens on the board is not great for you. If we get Molted Magma, we'd be happy to use that before this Ethereal. Or even Ethereal Molted Magma would be pretty sick. Okay, that's a cool cheap spell for you. But for now, you just Shutter Block. The 1/1 can poke out a silver hand for him, the 2/1 can kill the 2/2, and 2/2 can go face. Sounds about right. Okay. That's pretty sucky for him. This might be his last turn too, because we're gonna have 9 asteroids and they're gonna be dealing 7 damage a pop with the spell damage. Actually, no, less, but still.
Okay.
So yeah, played a 4-mana Bowlight, played a 3-mana Ethereal Oracle, and now the question is... There's no question. Use the coin and see what happens. The cool thing is the spell burst triggers in the order in which you played it here, so if you actually played the Ethereal first and then the Bowlight, it would... What the fuck? You missed every single one? Is that legal? Let's just pop up book his face and go face for 5. High 5 his face. Well, next turn Ethereal Triangulate should be pretty lit. Thank you for the follow, Zarg. Welcome to the stream. Let me reset the subs for today. We're down to 1 from a Jadis. That's sucky. 3 damage AoE, and then the other one. Everything dies.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad, because everything dies. Now the board is empty and his face is wide open for good things.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 mana Ethereal and a 2 mana Triangulate for some ass action.
Asteroid.
Some ass to mouth action. You're disgusting, Hearthstone. Okay.
Bum. Okay.
Stop, he's already dead. Okay, Needle Rock is fine. Shutter Block against the Death Knight again is fine. That's about it.
Okay, so Totem and Shadow.
Yep, that's what I said, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I repeat. So, to be sure. Coin. Zero. Or we have another 2-drop, so
I'm not sure
Right.
we're in that big a hurry. We saw how important the coins are last game without having a way to spell burst
Okay.
and shit like that, so let's just pop up book this turn, so next turn your Needle Rock probably survives a couple of turns.
Okay. Or not.
Yeah, I played a Needle Rock and that's about it. It's not surviving for a couple of turns, but he's probably hero powering, so it's not that bad.
The citadel stands strong.
Or not, and survives. Okay, greedy partner and pop up.
Yeah, I'm okay with that play. Let's go ahead and do that. Greedy partner and pop up the right 2/2 actually, so he does not have the 1/1.
Nothing that hurts my hounds.
Okay.
Wow, that totem is surviving, yeah?
Mm, okay. What
Are we
is
gonna be
this
too sad
master
if we
thing?
coin out the shutter?
That was to ask. Because the next turn
We only have 5 mana for next turn, so you won't be able to trigger it straight up.
yeah.
Unless you top deck 1 mana pop-up bug, but we already used both of them, so there's none of that.
So maybe
Perplexing.
wait 1 turn. Shuffle and hero power.
Yeah, sure, let's do it like that. 2 mana Moonstone, hero power, and kill a 2/2, I guess. That's pretty decent.
Engaging TC-1 into
That's shit. But I guess not that big a shit. Okay, he's kind of fat on the board right now. We're not very happy. Molten Magma would help decently well. Another Bolide, that's gonna be sick. But yeah, use coin and 1 shutter block. 1 coin, 1 shutter block.
My eyes are flame, my cursed
Yeah, that's kind of crap, but not as crap as people might think.
One dose solves any problem. One dose solves any
It's a
problem.
lot of shit on the board though.
Mm-hmm.
The board is shit-tastic. Okay, I mean in this case, the way this guy is playing it, I feel like this is gonna be the brighter idea. It is gonna give you 2 mana idiots. It's gonna shuffle 15 of these though, so from where I'm from, that's pretty sick. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's exactly how you play around this particular guy. Next turn, 1 Shutter Block, 1 Bolide, maybe Coin, Zapper, Triangulate. Might actually be GG for this guy. He is gonna have to trade all of these into this crap. Most probably, most of them at least.
Okay, so that's
about
it for this turn.
Yep, yep.
Next turn will be sick.
Yeah, how's it going, Lannis? Welcome, welcome, lads. Yeah, if next turn ain't sick, the turn after will be sick, because Magat is around the corner.
Oh yeah.
More plagues. Good luck with that. If this guy has anything resembling my kind of plague luck, he's in for a rude awakening. Fantastic. Okay, so 1 mana Shutter Block. 4 mana Bolides. And I'm not sure we want to go straight up right now. Maybe coin Ultraviolet into the 4-2 is a better idea, or even into the free question mark. Which one? 4-2 or free? Do it in the 4-2. Fuck it. More damage. Free would have been the choice if we were drawing cards right now, because
Yeah.
it's 2 damage AoE, but it ain't. Okay, so what you could do next turn is Bolide, Zapper, Triangulate, or we could even just Zapper, Triangulate, Magata, and that's probably even the better play, honestly. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the play. Zapper, Triangulate, Magata. But let's see what he does. Not much. Couple of free freezes, what he should be going for. He could also suck the free 6, but no, free freeze it is.
Symbol of death.
As long as we get a few ethereals, those would be, a few eruptions, those would be free damage AoE. So that'd be pretty lit. In terms of real spells, we have a couple of Magmas in there and a Triangulate. We're not gonna be super happy giving him those, but we're not gonna be super sad either. We gotta be honest, this guy's not even pressuring us all that much, so technically we could take our time and just play another Bolide before we go for the big thing. But I don't know. Let's see the top deck and consider. 5 damage as is, pretty sick. I'm down for us to go for it. 1 mana Novice Zapper, 2 mana Triangulate. And we're actually looking for eruptions here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Eruption.
you go with the eruption. The Frost Plague is also tempting, but fuck that.
Yeah,
And
because of the-
5 mana Magata, and that should be GG.
It's a symptom of life.
kill one of them or
No, Magata is gonna give you eruptions. Why would we kill?
yeah.
Okay,
true.
apparently you can
Eruption.
attack, so he's not dead. Go face with the free 6, and that's about it. Shitless Expanse, you say? Apparently we didn't kill him, which is awfully questionable if you ask me. It's 1 off. You're joking. Sure, that's about it. You are humorous right now, Hearthstone. Nice joke.
Okay.
Fun-y. Well, next turn, Shitless Expanse, Ethereal, Thalnos. No spells on us. Fuck. Well, we have the Greedy Partner, so we can do that. So, Ceaseless Expanse first, 0 mana.
Yes, ceaseless.
Then go with 2 mana Greedy Partner.
Greedy partner.
Destruction.
Ethereal. Ethereal.
Ethereal.
And Thalnos.
Yeah, 3 mana Ethereal.
Witness true
Thalnos?
arcane magic.
Thalnos.
Yeah, sure. 2 mana Thalnos and Coin Moonstone, I guess, but he should be surely dead this time.
Enigmatic.
Seems like it, because the 2 ain't glowing,
It's
so
Yeah, and I
Very
cannot
GG.
play the.
Exactly. Alrighty then. Honestly, this should have been last turn, but Hearthstone decided to give this man a chance. Oh, we're already Diamond 5, didn't even realize. Okay,
Yeah.
deck is performing, guys. No wonder people have been asking why the fuck this didn't get nerfed, and also why the fuck the Ethereal didn't get nerfed, but what do we know, guys? What do we know? We only play this game for a living. It's not like we have a deep understanding of what's broken and of what's not. Because we finished top 2000 last season with her, so that's how your hidden MMR works.
Yeah.
That's the Warlockio.
Is pop-up book a key?
If you were expecting Painlock, sure, but we're expecting it to be slow wheel, so I think it's just the Mauler.
Okay. Trick of the. Okay, then start the sales.
Yeah. That is quite a tutorial game you're getting there. Shutterwalk Wind Wizard. That is quite the curve we got ourselves. Okay, play the next green card.
2 of.
We're better than this. Not a demon hunt, you can't hero power. No, you just get hidden MMR. That's why we were playing against high skill players to begin with, most of them. I think you still go with the ultraviolet in the middle and face and face.
None can comprehend the expanse of my power.
This guy has table flip. No? Okay. It's an ass, man. You know. This guy could punish your Bolide, but I think it's well worth the risk. Let's play the 2-2 kills the left 2-2 kills the 2-1, so you have a spell at your disposal for next turn. And Bolide goes in the middle, so Domino doesn't fuck you over.
Yeah. Go for it.
Job's done.
He still could kill it with reverb. No, actually he can't. The only way he could play reverb table flip is if he starts with the table flip. Well, he kills it sadly, but it was still the play, I'd say. Greedy partner into Moonstone, and you can trade about a snack.
You fold.
Alrighty then, Ethereal Waiting Room.
Okay, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes on the horizon.
Yeah, he points out some armor idiots, it seems. Sad. Poopy book. Not great. Let's just hero power and pass. This is trying to look horrible. Can't do much about it. I mean, technically you could have killed the 1-4 if we really wanted to, but using double zap or pop up on that is wrong on so many levels. Let's see if he has the punish.
Yeah.
And it does. Come on, Ethereal. Shit. That ain't great. Played a greedy first, Needle Rock second. And just hero power pass, I guess.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Nice snipe. Not the worst situation in the world. Not against that happening too much, but he's gaining a lot of health there. We still have plenty of game left. Okay, is he gonna draw a bunch? Mm-hmm. Draws a boatload. Come on, if you're real. Shit. You could get lucky with a molted magma out of this cactus, but he's just gonna crack open his starship at this point, so that's not even that lucky. Going all in with all the spell damage into cactus, is that gonna help us? Probably not.
And what?
Play the cactus, see what happens. I don't know, it's looking pretty shit. There's the magma I was talking about. Play Talnos magma. And you can maybe even magma again. That's all. And he's just gonna launch that ass. It's 4 pieces in there, so could even do a Kraken on it if he feels like it. Hey, thank you very much, Kek. No, he's not launching? That's weird. Launching there, always won him the game. I guess he's afraid we could be running a Hex or something. Little does he know, he should have launched. That's pretty shit. Okay.
Very interesting.
Tempo out the shutter block and just hero power for now. It doesn't feel great, but this is what we're working with. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
All he has to do is launch the ship, guys. Not even close. Well, this is pretty fucked. Let's play above the pop-up books on the 4-4. I mean, hero power first, see what that do, but... yeah, pop up the 4-4 and pass twice. We don't want to triangulate right now. It's only 3 asteroids in there, so oh, this guy is so bad, man. Like, this guy is literally trying to lose this one. Yeah, the shittiest. This thing is gonna draw 3 times. I'm not against thinning out the deck. So let's Cactus Cutter. Play it in the middle. This would have been the biggest
Sorry.
minion.
Yeah.
Okay, tradable. There you go, but we don't have room. We don't have room to trip it up. Not a single way to trip it up right now. Fuck. So bad.
I must swim faster.
Can still play the Shudderbox.
Sure, play it. It's horrible. That's all. Is he gonna use it just for armor? Seems like it. Wow, this guy, man. What the fuck are you doing, Stub, bro? How is that the play? This guy. Okay, and Cindy is kinda hot.
Yeah, then kill the 1/1.
Isn't Cindy's kinda hot? I mean, it better be. Yeah, kill the 1/1.
Play.
Later, and Cindy's, the 2/2 also trades into the 6/7.
Yes.
No, can't afford the hero power, I'd say. Just
No,
use
but
the ultraviolet into the 6/7 as well.
yeah.
I'm not sure you want to triangulate right now. We'd rather do that when we have a bunch of spell damage. Hopefully he clears the board for us. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
This guy literally is doing everything he can in his power vested in him to lose this one. Yeah. Play straight up into MC Tech if we had one, but then again, he should not be expecting us to have one. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to wait a little. Put down a 1-mana Miracle Salesman and just pass.
Solves any problem.
Yeah, I think it's just a pass. The 2/10 should have been in the middle, but it probably
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter much.
I realized.
Every creature faces a choice. Serve another or die alone.
Yes, a lot of them. Stop. Cease and desist. Yamete kudasai! Ah? Come on, man. Harder, daddy. Yeah, waste all of that damage. Fucking hell. We need Ethereal first, ya piece of shit.
No.
This won't cut it. There you fucking go. Okay. Play the 3-mana Ethereal. Play both the Novice Zappers.
Arcane magic.
Triangulate. And I
Eruption.
think you triangulate the Eruption, yeah. Do it again. Would have been nice if we didn't draw so many. Let's hope we have some left in there.
Not yet. Play it.
Low-key unbelievable, guys. Yeah, another Eruption.
I must swim faster.
Tradable the Snake Oil. Jesus, man, he's almost dead. That's all. I think that's all. All we have to do is not draw every single one before all that spell damage, but the game had other plans. We still have 3 Eruptions in there for 6 damage as it stands, but he's probably gonna have removal for all this spell damage, so that's gonna be only 3 damage now. We do have Bowlight, however, so that can be good. So next turn is probably gonna be Bowlight, Coin, Magata kind of deal. Okay, he's sending all of these to the fuck them. So we are gonna Ceaseless Expanse first. Bowlight, Coin, Magata kind of deal, but surely that's not gonna be enough. So 0 mana Ceaseless first.
Ceaseless first.
I have seen creation.
4 mana Bowlight.
Bring destruction.
Coin.
Coin Magat.
Yeah, Coin twice Magata.
Gravitational wave.
But it's not enough. Just shy of it. Yeah, well, it was winnable. It was surprisingly winnable there. Not quite. What the fuck? Why didn't Magata give him the tradable Snake Oil? It's a spell. It literally says spell on it, guys. Oh, because you drew the Asteroid first, so that's how you drew that one. Close. Surprisingly close. Closer than it should have been, but lost nonetheless. But right. What you gonna do? Noble attempt, but the way we drew that one was pretty dog-ass. Pretty dog-ass. Alrighty, well, all around we did what we came for and got the good legend action. All's well that ends well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the sesh and talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you very much and have a nice evening.
You too. Have a good one.
Bye.
Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for tonight as well. Hope you enjoyed my first Twitch partner stream. It was a good one.